Hey guys, I just got off work and I am getting a lot of questions asking about my academic background, my early career history, how I broke into investor relations. So I thought I would hop on here and give you guys a little bit of the inside scoop. So I did not go to an Ivy League university. I went to a very prestigious university, but it was definitely not what they would consider a target school for finance because we did not even have a finance major when I was an undergrad. So I was a political science major. I graduated in 3 years with a business minor and decided that I knew I wanted to go into business, and I went to get a master's of accounting in my 4th year at my school. Because of that, I started my career at PwC doing IT audit, and that was something that I did not enjoy. I did not want to do that long term. So I actually had a group of friends working in private equity at the time, and they had recommended that I look into investor relations. I actually had no idea what IR was when I was at PwC. My school at the time did not do a great job kind of informing us about different careers in financial services. So that was something that I completely discovered on my own. In the city that I was living in at the time actually did not have a lot of entry-level IR positions. So I decided to move to New York to break into the space. And that was one of the best decisions I could have made. And I recommend that to anybody else who is trying to break into IR. New York City has the most funds, and so there are the most investor relations teams and positions and openings. So if you're really trying to break in the space, your best bet is looking for an analyst role or even an associate role if you're coming out of an investment bank in New York City. Say major really does not matter. I was a political science major. Again, has nothing to do with investor relations. My first fund that I worked at did not care at all. They wanted to know that my GPA was good and that I had the necessary skills, and most importantly, that I was coachable. I was at PwC, I was client facing, and so that was something that I really leveraged when I was interviewing for the analyst position at this private credit firm for the investor relations team. And the fact that I was really good in Microsoft Office, PowerPoint, Excel, I could write a really good email. Those were all things that they were looking for when they were interviewing me. I did get my first analyst IR role. I was about a year post-grad after my graduate degree, and I did take a step back. I think somebody easily out of college could have gotten the same role as an analyst at my firm. So I recommend, especially if you're fresh out of college and you know you want to do investor relations, I would try and get into that field early on. One thing I will say is I don't think there are a lot of internships in investor relations. So as long as you have some sort of finance internship where you are, interacting with clients and you're working in a team, that is definitely something that you can use to kind of showcase your skills and your abilities and why you could be a good fit in an IR team. Also, something that I really found helped my experience interviewing for my first IR job, my IR job that I'm in now, is being a student athlete in college. They really, really love to see student athletes. So even if you were on a sports team when you were in high school, or if you were on a varsity team in college, that is definitely something that you should bring up. It showcases your work ethic, your ability to work with different kinds of people, and just like perseverance. And so that was something that they had admitted to me after I got the job was something that made me stand out. So I can definitely keep answering more of these questions. Let me know what other questions you have in the comments. I've gotten a lot of different ones. I've gotten a lot of DMs, and I want to answer and provide as much information as possible because I truly do think investor relations is one of the best finance jobs for compensation, work-life balance, the exposure that you get to different people across the world. It's really great. And, just being able to work at some of the best firms in New York City is something that, you will have for the rest of your career. So again, let me know in the comments, and yeah, have a good night.